this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. It's love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. It's the love that heals, the love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. There is
Greetings of peace and welcome to everyone for this wonderful conversation of the Brahma Kumaris for our 40th anniversary with a theme of unity, respect, and love. Okay, today we have a conversation with Mr. Peter Chua. Okay, so before that, I am Murli, and both of us are from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. Okay, so for me it's better that I would ask Mr. Peter Chua to introduce himself. Okay, welcome, Mr. Peter Chua. Nice meeting you.
Om Shanti.
Yes, greetings of peace, Om Shanti. So now the question is, brother, can you maybe share a bit about yourself?
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me to share some of my experience with PK. And second, I wish everybody in good health and a blessed day. My name is Peter Chua. I am a corporate businessman in the music teaching industry. And also a social activist, helping the prisoner to develop talents in music. And nurture their good character once they are back to the society, so that they can easily integrate it into the society.
Brother, you are telling me that you are working with prisoners. You said you are a musician, and musician with prisoners. Actually, what do you do with the prisoners?
Okay, this is very interesting. Most of the prisoner in the prison, they find it very difficult to pass time. So that is one of the reasons why we go in. And most of them have problems. Big problem is self-esteem. Yeah, they feel self-esteem, and they are very frustrating. And they always have this feeling that why I'm here. So this is where we've been approached by the prison. What can we contribute to them? By the prison department, Malaysian prison department. And I was approached by the director, who is very keen in music.
He's a musician, is it?
Very keen in music. So he actually requested, can I do something, bringing music to help the prisoner? So spontaneously, I said, yes, I will send teachers to teach music. So this is how we get involved with the prison department. And after a while, I decided to form a club for them. A club. And we call it the Rhythm of Freedom.
Okay.
And this is how the first prisoner orchestra in Malaysia was actually established in Kota Kinabalu, Kapayan prison.
So currently you're operating only in one prison.
We actually, after that, the general director of the Malaysian prison department happened to be in Kota Kinabalu. And it was actually a prison there. It was open to a lot of people to come and visit. So we showcased the prisoner. At that time, we call it a string orchestra. And the director was very impressed, because normally they see heavy music, but this time they saw the string music is more subtle, and he likes the sound and the music. So he invited me to extend to West Malaysia. So we have started 2 in West Malaysia. One is in Malacca, Henry Kearney, which is the inmate. And the other one is in Kachang prison. So we actually have
Henry Kearney is for the youths, right?
Yes, for the youth, the young inmate. And they are fantastic. They are one of the best orchestra. You cannot even tell they were actually an inmate. You can't tell if we have brought them up and performed in couple of the corporate dinner. And people who see it, they will say it's amazing. And this is one thing. And the other thing I like to share here, how is the prisoner feeling? And that is more important, before and after. Before, as I said earlier, they are very frustration, and they find times passing by is very long. But ever since we bring in music, they find that their time in the prison is more relaxing and is shortened. They're always looking forward for our teachers to come. So this is something that we was able to help them to release the stress. And they enjoy music. And most of them, almost 90% of the prisoners, even don't have a violin. They don't know how to play. Now, within a relative short 3 months, they are able to showcase and they play fantastic music. So they've been enjoying so much in music, and every time they're looking forward.
So, brother, are you involved in any other like international organizations for the music things?
Well, I involved in a lot of NGO, and I also helping a lot of schools to set up music labs and training a lot of young people under the creative art. And I'm also the president of the Asia Suzuki Association. And I'm also the advisor of the International Music Association in Hong Kong. We have 53 country members and 800,000 membership.
Wow, that's fantastic, brother.
I'm
That's
more
really
related
good.
to music, and we organize a lot of music competitions, a lot.
So you are a musician. You are not a musician, right?
No, I am not a musician. My wife is.
Okay.
She's a doctorate in music, and I have a love of appreciation music. I can hear and understand the intonation, what is good music, what is not good music. So I grow to love it. And it's so beautiful to know music.
Wow, that's very nice to hear, brother. So now let's come to the other part. So now we know who you are, your background. So the next is, how did you come across or get to know Brahma Kumaris?
This is something very dramatic. It has a happy ending, and it has a sad beginning. By faith, I am a Christian. Okay, by faith, I'm a Christian. It all started from a book, just a book written by Mike George. I'm sure all brothers and sisters in PK know who is Mike George. He is an author of 16 books on the developments of self-awareness, cultivations of spiritual intelligence, freedom from emotionally suffering. Now, that freedom from emotional suffering has a big impact on me.
Then what actually happened? You got to know, you read this Mike George's book. Actually, what brought you to read that book?
What has actually touched me is the freedom from the emotional suffering that I have to bear. That I have to bear. I got to read from here. I have to bear after being brought back from death to life in a third world country. At that time, I was working in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So I was actually been certified by the medical department that technically I should be dying already. And I was brought back.
What actually happened?
I met with a motorcycle accident that almost kills me. In Vietnam, you see a lot of motorcycles, a lot. And it's only a small motorbike, which is about 50 cc. So I have an impact from the motorbike that almost killed me. Now,
Anything else other than motorbike incidents?
well, that is the beginning of my suffering. The beginning. Then I lost my family. I have a family breakdown, and I lost everything. My career, my family, my children, and my dignity that I truly treasure it. From the accident, just like that, everything is gone. All the things that I have built up in my life.
Then what actually did you do at that time?
Well, I suffer a lot of humiliations. Judging on my ego, my success, and the thing that I have done a lot in my earlier part of the life. Well, I always claim that I build winners for the industry, but I never build winner for myself. I'm a corporate CEO at the time, working for a UK public listed company. So you can imagine I'm sitting in a very high position. I was headhunted working in Vietnam, and I have a lot of employees. So I always classify myself, I build winners for the industry. But I cannot build a winner of myself. Everything is lost. So I can't bear the physical pain. And I felt the heat of shamefulness. The heat of shamefulness and my failure against my successful career. So you can see, you can actually look at two things. In one hand, in a corporate society, or in a corporate world, I am very successful. I have everything I want. But on the other hand, I lost everything, my family, my children, my career, my dignity. I feel a lot of humiliation, a lot. That is why when I first read the book of Mike George, Emotional Suffering, that actually tickled my interest. And at the time, I do not know much about Brahma Maharaj yet.
So were you in a position of you tried something extreme?
You better again?
When you were suffering, what is the extreme extent that did you go before you came across Mike George's book?
I've been entertained by the thought of taking my life. I want to commit suicide. I cannot bear the failure. I cannot
Then
bear.
you read Mike George's book, and then
friend,
something touched you.
yes. And that versus to unearth the paradox that you can go into the truth. So I've been questioning myself, what is actually happening to me? Why do I land up in accidents? I lost my family. I lost my children. I even lost my dignity. So I was really want to go into a lot of details. That is how my first encounter, it's a book written by Mike George. And the verses is so meaningful to me. So I was very engrossed, and I keep searching for truth. I keep reading a lot. And I want to know who is this author? So I found it. He is from Brahma Kumaris. Then I decided to find where is the center? How do I get to know them? And the meeting with Brother Maurice, yourself, to me, it's a gift from the Lord that actually saved me.
What was it actually when you came to learn meditation, right? So you found Brahma Kumaris, you came and you learned,
No,
you took the course.
I did not know about meditation yet. It's
Okay.
just book and written, it was written by Mike George, and he is from Paragumanis. And
Yeah.
I want to know this organization. And I want to visit the center. What is this all about? Why it attracted me? Just a short verses that make me think and think and think, and it grow the eagerness to find out where is this PK? Is this in Malaysia? I remember I do quite a lot of search. Are they in Malaysia or they are foreign country, you know? My biggest surprise is it come up Kota Kinabalu. I said, wow. I was very depressed at that time. Very, very depressed. I think Brother Murli, you know, when I first came. I was very depressed. And I'm talking to you, you know, I'm sure you still can remember my expressions, my feelings, you know. It's not a happy man going to the center. That feeling.
So after completing the course and learning a little bit about meditation, so you started to practice, right? You started to practice meditation. How actually it helped you?
Well, I think to the 7th day of course, the first thing that impressed me after reading the book by Mike George, 3 words that actually I also question myself. Who am I? That actually impressed me and motivated me. Who am I? So after the 7th course, I know I am a soul and a point of light. And that is the first time I go into very deep meditation to ask the same question, who am I? And this slowly progressed. I developed my mind. I developed to keep myself silent, watching what is happening to me without any judgmental. Without any judgmental, see it happening and understand. And gradually, I also developed something that is, to me, it's a gift. I used to be a very hot temper. Maybe that part of the reasons. Huh? But after going through a lot of meditation, I get very mellow. I think to do things, I think I have developed a kind of love of understanding certain things need to be happen, but it needs times to nurture. It cannot be done spontaneously. But in the corporate world, we tend to want to produce results spontaneously. We try to fix things here and there, you know, as soon as possible. But we never allow certain process to be happening. But after attending meditation, We must allow it to happen, and we must observe it to understand more, because by silent and meditating, you have a better knowledge of handling the situation. And that is where I have been enjoying meditations, and that's make a love growing even deeper with PK.
How about your health? Were you taking any medicine, and meditation really maybe
There is another
reduced?
very interesting story. Normally, when I have a health problem, I rely a lot on medication. But ever since I practice PK or meditation, there are few instances that really cure me. For example, I have a paw palsy. My jaw was dropped. All the muscle strength is gone. And I do a lot of meditations. And I send vibrations. And if I can show you the picture, the paw palsy, how I dropped, and what I'm looking now, this is the practice of meditation. And you keep yourself calm, things will naturally help in the process at the background to help you. That's one. And the second one is arthritis. I have very bad arthritis. And I meditate a lot. I keep meditating, I keep myself calm, I send vibrations. Now, I did not take any medication at all, including the paw palsy. And again, the third. Every time when I meditate, I sleep very well. I slept very well. I close my eyes, and then I open my eyes, it's the next day. That split when I open my eyes is the next day. It means I have gone into a deep, deep sleep that I've been able to relax myself. So I am very positive. Meditation is an excellent medicine. It cure your anger, it help your health, and so forth. And it also help you to handle the situation that you all the time feel like to push aside, you know. You want to push it aside. But this help us a lot. We accept it. It happens. We accept it. It's actually happening. We have to embrace it. And then in itself, when we meditate, there is always a solution at the back. There is a solution. Yeah, you can handle it. Actually, it's a simple solutions. And we make it before we are meditation, we find it very difficult. We cannot accept this. It's all our mind. We perceive things differently. So when we go for meditation, we allow things to happen and we try to understand. Now, this is exactly what Mike is saying in his book, The Paradox. You know, you have more understanding, you're in control. Whatever thing happening, it's perhaps the illusions.
So you came out of your situation and you became a new person, right? 360 degrees turn, completely new, right? Then, of course, you have had this health, your health has improved, your emotional has improved, no? And what happened next? I remember you had an opportunity to visit the headquarters, Mount Abu.
That is an
Yeah, maybe you can share a little bit about that.
Yes, yes. After all the benefit I've gone through, and I cannot deny myself, when I heard so much and read so much about our late Daddy Yankee, and I heard so much about the World Peace Center in Mount Abu. So I've been reading a lot, and I tell Brother Murli, you were actually the first one who suggested, would you like to go to Mount Abu? As spontaneously, I said, yes. I want to go. I want to know. So I went, and I was blessed. I actually met the late Daddy Yankee. And I'm so blessed because he blessed us. And in Mount Abu, we have gone through a lot of courses with a lot of experts who share a lot of things that we try to know more, which during my corporate work, to me, I don't bother, but suddenly I find it so interesting. And the most unique that I fall in love is the pre-dawn morning before the sun rise. We have gone through the jungle, go up to the mountain, and get ready for the sunrise. And that meditations was so beautiful. And I still remember until today, so knowledgeable. It actually enlightened us. So this I cannot forget. Such a wonderful experience in Mount Abu.
So brother, you are still practicing meditation now, right? How is your routine of practicing meditation now, and
Well,
how it has brought about more advanced changes in yourself?
oh yes, I always tell myself I'm an expert in meditation now. Before I go to nap, I meditate. Why? It actually calmed me down of whole the day, and I slept well. And before I thought meditation, I always had voices, illusions in my brain disturbing me, and talking to me. When I have meditation, all this I have never experienced until today. Never. It never happened anymore. It's a deep sleep through meditation. I don't have any kind of thought, everything actually, whatever my works and everything is put aside. It will never come into my mind anymore. So I do that before I sleep. And the other thing, that if I encounter some issue, something I want an answer, then I will meditate. Normally, I meditate half an hour to an hour now. And it's a daily routine. It's a daily routine. And of course, I do meditate the word of God, which is some of the Bible, Yeah, I meditate, verses, the Bibles, and before I go to sleep, or before I rest, or if I have problems, meditations. It's in my dictionary now.
So that's good. Okay, brother. So now we got to know you, and we know how you came and how you practiced meditation that improved yourself and brought about a lot of changes. Now this conversation is also about, now it's already 40 years, no? Brahma Kumaris in Malaysia. And our theme of this 40 years anniversary is on unity, respect, and love. Maybe you can share some of your thoughts on what you feel about these three things and how it's very important for all of us. It's about unity, respect, and love.
If you practice a lot of meditation, you tend to understand a lot of things. When you understand something, you learn how to respect. You understand why it happened. And you tend to develop a kind of forgiveness. You tend to do that. Now, if you have a heart of forgiveness, people, there is unity. Am I correct? There is unity. So, meditation is a universe of unity, respect, etc., etc., etc.
So when you mentioned just now, you said that when you tend to forgive, then you create unity, right?
Yes.
When you forgive somebody, then you have unity, no? Then how about this respect come in, no, actually? Because respect involves...
When you have to forgive people, are you not respecting other people? You express, right? When you learn to respect, you develop love. You develop forgiveness. When you have forgiveness for others, you develop unity with the guy or whoever it is. That is unity. So meditations, it's a medicine for the universe. Peace. Once you have peace, you have everything in the world. You're a happy man. Or you're a happy human being.
We can see from your face. You're a happy man.
Well, definitely is, because I have gone through, you just imagine I have gone through almost committing suicide. And I have gone through from death to life. The Lord have brought me back to life. I was certified by the Vietnamese government that I'm clinically dead at that time. And I was actually brought back to life. Even the doctors and the nurses are surprising that I come back to life. And this is a true story. I was ready.
So, brother, yeah, I have one question for you. Like when you are meditating, no? Of course, you mentioned just now when you're meditating, you take strength. Of course, when you're meditating, you connect with the Supreme. You take all the energy and the strength. Yeah.
The point of light is very important. And every time I want to meditate, I remember when I start practicing meditation, I use a candle. I shoot off my room, I put a candle, I light it up, and I meditate. I'm looking at the candle light. It's a point of light. And all my thing is focused to the light. And I keep myself down. You know? I'm communicating to the point of light. That is my first experience, Brother Murli. You might not knowing it because I don't have any light at home. So I look for a candle. In my room, I put a candle and I sit far, I look at the light and I meditate. That extreme I have gone to.
Yeah, I know you really were very serious in practicing meditation at that time. Yeah.
Well, as I say, it all started from a book, My George. Very timely. That book come and save me and make me a better man and make me more intelligent on looking at things and solving things, you know.
So what is next? So far you have done all these things and you are practicing meditation. What do you feel that you want to do after this? How you feel that you want to bring benefit to the community, society, on the world, and how you feel that you want to further transform yourself?
Well, I think important thing is to share to a lot of people about the benefit of meditation. Ask them to spend a few minutes a day to calm your brain down, and let the brain settle down, let it calm down. When the brain calm down, your behavior also calm down. Your worry also calm down. Everything is starting to subside. So I also read a lot of certain kind of great men or statesmen who talk about it. Let's take our former, the late Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, senior Lee Kuan Yew. He also said before he died, he said, look, he doesn't know about meditation. After that, he knows he spent at least half an hour or 50 minutes a day for meditation. It was written in the book. And he finally so nourishes to him, and he encouraged people to meditate. Now, I want to do my small part in a small way to tell people, look, if you really have problems, in fact, I actually said, look, there is an answer if you meditate. The answer is there. If you meditate, you must have the habit of having a time for yourself, meditate, connect to the point of light. We are the soul. I remember you told me about a car. The car is a body. The driver who drives the car, he has to be healthy. That's a point of light. That's our brain, our soul must be clean. Then you don't have problem with any accidents of the car. That is the first lesson. Brother Murli, you might not know it. I want to take this opportunity. I'm telling you, you share this to me. Am I correct, Brother Murli?
Yes.
Huh? Did you do that?
That was the first, that's the first lesson, no? In meditation. So we learn about soul, no? And the soul is the driver of this car, which is the body. Right?
You also question me, is the car problem or is the driver problem? Is it the driver problem or a car problem? I asked that question during that time. Why my family break down? It is my problem or my family problems. Then I try to acknowledge some weaknesses on me as well. I'm not perfect, but I have not seen it, my own weaknesses over the time, because I don't have the knowledge. And again, that is another second day, you are telling me about knowledge, So I pick up a lot from you, Brother Murli. You are a gift from the Lord to me. You actually guided me. And I always tell a lot of people, I said, look, I'm older than you. But this young man is fantastic. This young man is fantastic. He has a very powerful knowledge. Well done, Brother Murli.
Thank you, Brother Vita. This knowledge is, this knowledge is from the Supreme, and it's our responsibility to share with everybody so that everybody can take as much as benefit as you have taken, no? Recover from a lot of things. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of you, actually. No, because I knew. I knew when you first came how you were, and now it's completely different. So I think we have reached the end of the session.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say, brother? Anything else you want to say before we end the section?
For my brother and sister, a blessed future. Continue to meditate. Whatever thing happening, it has to be happen. You can't stop it. And one of the lessons I learned from you as well, Brother Murli, when there is a rain, it's going to be there is a sunshine. So don't take the rain as a negative to you. Be prepared for the sunshine. But if you keep grudging on the raining, and you curse the raining, and you forget how to handle the sunshine which is coming in, you miss the opportunity. Correct enough?
Yeah.
Do we want to miss the sunshine just because of the raining season? Just because of the dark cloud? No, I don't believe that. But before, yes, but now I don't believe it. We must prepare ourselves for the sunshine and take benefit of it. Ready?
Okay. All right.
Thank
Thank you very
everybody,
much.
and good night.
So thank you very much, Brother Peter. And thank you very much to all the audience from everywhere, wherever you are connected to this Zoom or those who are seeing the recording. We appreciate your participation and also your patience to listen to the real life story of Brother Peter Chua, from the beginning to the middle to the end. So thank you very much. And before we end the session, I would like to make an announcement that on the 18th, which is the following week, the next week, we're going to have another conversation, an interesting conversation. As you can see, it is projected by Miss Lee Yem Yang. She will be interviewed by Miss Susan. Okay, so please don't miss the opportunity to get to know more secrets from her, right? So with that, thank you very much, and good day for everyone, and greetings of peace. We shall end the session with silent.
Everybody wants, every one of us needs. I got wings on my back, and I'm ready to leave. to embrace it all. On the top of the mountain, my troubles are small. I reach so high to embrace it all. Embrace it all tonight.